Hi, I'm Jerry Jeffs. Let's talk about turning strategy into outcomes. Let's start by looking at vision because that's where strategy begins and must maintain alignment. What is an organization's vision? What does it do? Visions look forward and create mental images of the ideal state that the organization wishes to achieve. They can define the problems that are trying to be solved, where organizations are headed, and if strategic goals are achieved, what does the organization look like years from now? Vision is established by the most senior leader. Others may have input, but it's the top leader's responsibility for accepting and establishing the direction of the organization. Strategy is a complex topic, and if you ask 100 academics to define strategy, you'll get 100 nuanced definitions. At the end of the day, it's what an organization does to capitalize on its strengths, strengthen its weaknesses, limit threats, and attack opportunities. A challenge for many organizations is not in defining what needs to be done, it's choosing and accepting what not to do. There may be a strategic advantage in pursuing one path, but if it's not aligned with the vision or doesn't have organizational support, it may need to be put aside. Having organizational execution resources engaged in strategic planning will expedite the transition from planning to implementation. Execution resources are those in your organization with strong portfolio, program, and project management skills. They're the ones who have demonstrated they know how to coordinate work between multiple groups, deliver against schedules, manage budgets, and communicate at the executive level. Once potential strategies have been defined, this is when balancing resources and defining measurements of success will set the foundation for what an organization will focus on and what gets put off to a later time or removed altogether. Resources can be capital, budgets, functional support, anything that's being applied to execute against the strategy. And in all organizations, resources are limited. So if they're being applied to one effort, there's a good chance they can't be shared with another. Defined measurements of success will allow leadership teams to know early if the strategy is achieving the results expected or is a pivot or shutdown necessary. A strategic project portfolio needs to be managed and provide a dashboard view into all the programs and projects being executed to deliver the strategy. Regular executive team updates must be provided, strategies adjusted, resources rebalanced, budgets managed, and work that's not delivering against expectations evaluated and terminated if necessary. Programs and projects within the portfolio should represent all the work being done. If the work's outside the portfolio, it needs to be stopped or evaluated and formally made a part of the strategic plan. Throughout execution, there will be opportunities that organizations must capitalize on. That's when the teams reprioritize and push work already in the portfolio off to a later time or remove it. As programs and projects are executed, results should be measurable and validated against the earlier defined success factors. These are the outcomes defined by the strategic direction set forth by the executive team. Just because a strategy is seamlessly executed doesn't guarantee the results will be as expected. But by having execution professionals engaged early in the process, organizations will achieve outcomes faster, make strategic change decisions sooner, waste fewer valuable resources, and increase their value to their stakeholder community. So drive strategy into outcomes by connecting strategic leaders and execution professionals in your organization. I'm Jerry Jeffs. Thank you for your time.